Hello grade 10 students. Welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Vadke. We are studying chapter 8 Trigonometry. We have finished studying the first section of this chapter where we learned the basic concept which is trigonometric ratios. In today's video lesson we are going to learn about trigonometric ratios of some specific angles, which are 30 degrees, 45 degrees and 60 degrees. Grade 10 textbook also has trigonometric ratios of 0 degree angle and 90 degree angle. However, for this year these two angles are deleted from the portion. So you don't have to learn these ratios for 0 degree and 90 degrees. Since we have to write down trigonometric ratios of 45 degrees, let's consider a right angle triangle in which one acute angle is 45 degrees. So this triangle ABC is right angled at B with angle C as 45 degrees. So using angle sum property, what will be angle A? Obviously this will also be 45 degrees. So if we have two angles of a triangle equal, what can we say about these two sides AB and BC? They are going to be equal because base angles are equal. Or we have studied this theorem in 9th standard. If two angles of a triangle are equal, then the sides opposite to them are also equal. So in triangle ABC, right angled at B, angle C is equal to 45 degrees. So this implies angle A will also be 45 degrees. So this implies AB is equal to BC. Let's take these two equal sides as A. Marking these two equal sides in the figure as A, we can find out the hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square, that is AC square, will be equal to AB square plus BC square, that is equal to A square plus A square, that is equal to 2A square. So AC will be square root of 2A square, which is root 2A. Now we have all three sides of this triangle. So we can write down the ratios for 45 degree angle. So sine 45 degrees will be opposite upon hypotenuse. Let's mark the opposite side and the adjacent side in this triangle corresponding to 45 degrees. However, notice that both angles A and C are equal. So if I take angle C, then AB is the opposite side. If I take angle A, then BC is the opposite side. But both AB and BC have equal lengths. So we are going to get same ratios for angle A and angle C. So let's just stick to one angle, that is say angle C. So the opposite side will be AB upon hypotenuse AC. On substituting, we get A upon A root 2, which is equal to 1 upon root 2. Cos 45 degrees will be adjacent upon hypotenuse. So that will be BC upon AC, which will be again A upon A root 2, that is 1 upon root 2. Tan 45 degrees, opposite upon adjacent, will be AB upon BC, that is equal to A upon A, and that is equal to 1. cosec 45 degrees will be hypotenuse upon opposite, that is AC upon AB, which is equal to root 2 upon 1. And we know that cosec 45 is reciprocal of sine 45. So we can directly write this ratio by looking at sine 45. So we are going to do that for remaining ratios. So sec 45 degrees will be 1 upon cos 45 degrees, which is equal to 1 upon 1 by root 2, that is equal to root 2 upon 1, which is root 2. Cot 45 degrees is equal to reciprocal of tan 45 degrees, that is equal to 1 upon 1, which is equal to 1. So we have written down all 6 ratios for 45 degree angle. If we take angle A into consideration and then write down these ratios, we are going to get the same values. Notice that value of sine 45 and cos 45 is equal, 1 upon root 2. Tan 45 degrees and cot 45 degrees also have same values, 1. Cosec 45 degrees and sec 45 degrees also have same values, that is root 2. Hence, these ratios for 45 degree angle are easy to memorize. Let's find the ratios for 30 degree angle and 60 degree angle. For this, let's consider an equilateral triangle which has all 3 sides equal. If you drop a perpendicular from a vertex to the opposite side, then this perpendicular is called as an altitude, and in an equilateral triangle it will divide it into 2 congruent triangles. So if we mark the altitude as AD, then triangle ABD will be congruent to triangle ACD, and you can show this by using RHS criteria. The hypotenuse in both the triangles are equal. There is a common side and there is a right angle equal in these 2 triangles. Therefore, these 2 triangles are congruent, and hence their corresponding sides are also equal. So we can say that BD is equal to DC. Let's take each side of this triangle as 2A. So in this triangle, AB is equal to BC is equal to AC, each is 2A, and we have BD equal to DC. Therefore, each of these parts will be equal to half of BC, which is equal to A. Now, each angle in an equilateral triangle is equal to 60 degrees. So let's take triangle ABD. Side AB is 2A and BD is A. And angle B is 60 degrees. So what will be angle A? We can use angle sum property and find the third angle. So angle BAD will be 30 degrees. So now we have a right angle triangle with 2 of its acute angles as 30 degrees and 60 degrees. We know 2 sides. We can find out the third side using Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square, that is AB square, will be equal to BD square plus AD square. So 2A square is equal to A square plus AD square. So AD square is equal to 4A square minus A square, which is equal to 3A square. So taking square root, AD will be equal to square root of 3A square, which is equal to A times root 3. Let's mark AD in the figure. So now we have all three sides of this triangle, so we can find out the ratios for 30-degree angle and ratios for 60-degree angle as well. But let's consider one angle at a time. So we will find the ratios for 30-degree angle. Now we will mark the opposite side and the adjacent side with respect to 30-degree angle. The side opposite to 30 degree is BD and the adjacent side is AD. So the ratios of 30-degree angle, sine 30 degrees will be equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, and that is equal to BD upon AB. Substituting the values, we get A upon 2A, and that is equal to 1 upon 2. Cos 30 degrees is adjacent upon hypotenuse, and that is equal to AD upon AB, that is equal to A root 3 upon 2A. So that gives us root 3 upon 2. Tan 30 degrees is equal to opposite upon adjacent, that is equal to BD upon AD. So that is A upon A root 3, which is 1 upon root 3. Cosec 30 degrees is equal to hypotenuse upon opposite, that will be AB upon BD, and that will be 2A upon A, which is equal to 2 upon 1. And we can also write this ratio as reciprocal of sine 30 degrees. So we will get the same result. So let's find the remaining ratios in the same manner. So sec 30 degrees will be 1 upon cos 30 degrees, that is equal to 2 upon root 3. And cot 30 degrees will be equal to 1 upon tan 30 degrees, which is equal to root 3 upon 1. So these are the values of 6 trigonometric ratios for 30-degree angle. Now using the same triangle, we will write down the ratios for 60 degrees. So mark 60 degrees in the same triangle and the opposite and adjacent sides with respect to it. So AD will be opposite side and adjacent side will be BD. Starting with sine 60 degrees, it's equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, and that is equal to AD upon AB, that is root 3A upon 2A, which is equal to root 3 upon 2. Cos 60 degrees is adjacent upon hypotenuse, that will be BD upon AB, that is equal to A upon 2A, which is equal to 1 upon 2. Similarly, tan 60 degrees will be opposite upon adjacent, that is equal to AD upon BD, which is root 3A upon A, that is equal to root 3. Now the remaining ratios can be written by taking reciprocal of each of these. So cosec 60 degree is 1 upon sine 60 degrees, that will be 2 upon root 3. Sec 60 degrees is equal to 1 upon cos 60 degrees, and that is equal to 2 upon 1. Cot 60 degrees is equal to 1 upon tan 60 degrees, and that will be equal to 1 upon root 3. So we have 6 values for trigonometric ratios of 60-degree angle. Now in your textbook, all these ratios are given in a tabular form, and you are expected to memorize these, because in problem solving we are going to substitute these values and then evaluate further. However, there is an easy way to remember these ratios. To remember the ratios for 45-degree angle, we need to remember a right angle triangle which is isosceles. So each of the acute angles are going to be 45 degrees. The equal sides are to be taken as 1 unit. Therefore, hypotenuse will be root 2 units. If you remember this triangle and the basic definition for each ratio, then you will be able to write the value of each ratio for 45-degree angle looking at this triangle. For example, if I want to write tan 45, it is opposite upon adjacent, so it is 1 upon 1, 1. If I want to write down cos 45, it will be adjacent upon hypotenuse, so that will be 1 upon root 2. Or sin 45 will be opposite upon hypotenuse, so that will be 1 upon root 2. And you can get the remaining ratios in the same manner. To be able to write the ratios for 30-degree and 60 degrees, all you need to do is remember a right angle triangle in which one angle is 30 degrees and the other acute angle is 60 degrees. And we are going to mark the sides of this triangle in this manner. The longest side is the hypotenuse, so that is going to be 2 units. The shortest side is going to be always opposite to the smallest angle, that is 30 degrees. So this side that is opposite to 30 degrees will be marked as 1 unit. And now the remaining side, which is opposite to 60 degree, will be marked as root 3 units. So if you mark the sides of this triangle correctly, then you will be able to write the ratios for 30 degree and 60 degree looking at this triangle. For example, if I want to write down cos 60, so you will look at 60 degree and cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse, so it will be 1 upon 2. If I want to write down tan 30 degrees, it will be opposite upon adjacent, so look at 30, opposite is 1 and root 3 is adjacent, so tan 30 will be 1 upon root 3. Or if you want to write down sin 30 degrees, it will be opposite upon hypotenuse, which is 1 upon 2. So if you remember these two triangles and the basic definition of ratios, then you don't need to memorize the table. Looking at these triangles, you will be able to write down the ratios for these 3 angles. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. Your assignment is to learn the values for all trigonometric ratios for 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree angle. You can memorize these values from the table given in the textbook, or you can learn from the triangle method that I have shared in this video lesson. Whatever is comfortable for you. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.